This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everyone, welcome once again to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Rudy V.
I'm Anthony Ray.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope your Thanksgiving was great. Ours certainly was. In today's show, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the holiday season. We got Christmas coming up, Hanukkah, New Year's. We want to talk about that. We want to talk about what's the best way to prepare our dogs and cats, how to make sure they look and feel and act their best, and how to keep them safe. Might be a little different for dogs than it is cats, but when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about this on Groomer Humor after these messages.
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your four-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. Thanks for joining us. We are your hosts. I'm Rudy V.
I'm Anthony Ray.
So, Ant, how you feeling about the holiday season this year?
I love the holidays. I'm all ready. I'm struggling with your gift, though, what I should get you this year. I did see some toupees on the clearance rack, but they only had blonde and orange left. So it must have been some Halloween toupees left over. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you're good with one of those, then we might be able to work something out with them. They were really good price. Yeah,
no, I'm pretty certain on your gift this year. I'm just going to get you, the normal every decade 3-pack boxers that you seem to go through very, very slowly. So I'm just going to go with that, like I always get you.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll be moving to my bi-weekly showers. So it's the winter time. So
right, it just
this is when I sort of just hide under the wool hats and I move to my bi-weekly shower. It's cold, so I don't want to catch a cold.
Get a little itchy as you usually do.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question: with those T-shirts, do those yellow stains under the arm? Do those come standard or?
Oh, that's just the style, man. That's the style. That means I'm active.
I got you right. You're going to the gym.
Yeah, I'm an athlete. I play slow pitch softball. I play slow pitch beer league softball.
Beer league softball. All right,
that's just the style.
That's just the style. All right, let's get into this then. So we're talking about the holiday season coming up. We got Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's. We got all this, fun time ahead of us, and we want to talk about what's the best way to prepare our pets. It's really, really important. We do all this preparation for ourselves. We get the food down. We get our best clothing out, and we dress up, and we clean the house, and we decorate the house. And nowadays, people are definitely paying more mind to their pets, especially dogs and cats. One of the things I think that we should keep in mind is grooming. As groomers, we know that around this time of year, I guess the holiday season for groomers is like April 15th for accountants. I mean, it's just super, super busy, right?
Without question.
It gets crazy. On average, a shop could be taking in, maybe 2 to 5 extra dogs a day.
At
least. And definitely doing more work within that time period. And, because we're doing other things. We're making more bows. I mean, we're doing color. We're putting on festive scarves and things like that, where the job itself just becomes even more. within this time too, you're going to have those extra calls. You're going to get people calling up for appointments outside of your regular customers. And you groomers out there know what I'm talking about. We call these people either our stragglers or our table hoppers. And these are people that are not regular customers. They're the people that are calling you up and going, hey, yeah, I'd like to make an appointment for my dog. Give him the quick zip clip, the zippity doodah, the real quick clip. The day before Christmas, and I want it perfect, fast, and very cheap. What's your best price?
Well, I wish you were exaggerating.
Right, exactly. You know it, and you groomers know it too. And I think that with this being said, we really have to play our cards right around this time of year and stay loyal. I mean, you got to kind of stay loyal to your regulars, the people that you've been doing for years, or, people that have, been using you for the past year or so. And we want to stay loyal to these people. And if you do have extra time, then you might want to take in, your extra clients and work around your regular customers. And one way to stay loyal is to make sure you remind your regular customers to book in advance right around the holidays. And you should start doing that right around, I would say, even after Halloween.
We already started doing that.
Yeah, you're better.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a couple customers that book the rest of the year around July. We have a couple customers that end up just making all of their appointments through January just to avoid any hassle.
Yeah, you want to get them in and make sure that because these are the people that have been patronizing you all year. You don't want the table hopper coming in and disrupting that flow. It can be very challenging, because again, like you're doing an extra 2-5 dogs a day and working twice as hard. You have people that want, say, they want you to do some color and spray the dogs down festively and make bows. And I think what was it, last season we had a Maltese customer that they did both Christmas and Hanukkah. So we had to do bows throughout the entire dog. And we made all these tiny little bows. And there must have been about 25, 30 of them.
Yeah.
It took a good 45 minutes just to put the bows in.
Yeah. And that was with both of us doing it too.
And right, exactly. Making the bow, we make our own bows, and just putting them in is a challenge. You have to grab a little piece of hair. You got to make sure that the rubber band is in, and then they fall out very easily. So now you're replacing it, but it makes for a great time, because everybody's going to dote over the dog. The dog looks like a Christmas gift or Hanukkah gift, and it just adds. Again, it's part of the grooming that you don't normally do throughout the rest of the year and only around this time,
Now, I'm telling you too, these dogs are smart. They know that they're going to get doted over after they get their grooming. They know, especially around the holidays, they're smarter than you think because, that dog that you were talking about with all the bows, it was extra happy when it got picked up. It knew that there was something festive going on and that there was some sort of something going down. Like, they're smart, man. They know that they just got cleaned and that they're going to get extra belly rubs when they get home and stuff like that.
Right. They're doing pictures with Santa. Mm-hmm. So people are very adamant about their dogs and cats, looking their best. And it's one of the reasons why we are so busy at this time of year. We're asked to do different haircuts. A lot of people might want their dogs a little longer for the party or just anything, put on a sweater or so, maybe take them a little shorter. It depends on what people want,
Right.
It could be a theme that they're looking for. So, like, again, we did, I think around Super Bowl or whatever, not Super Bowl, around the football season a couple of years ago, we sprayed in a little Jets emblem on the side of a Labrador Retriever. That went over so well. So all of this little intricate fun stuff that has to do with grooming.
Then you got the zippity doodah.
Right. You got zippity doodah guy calling you up and, he wants to, what is it? The snap, crackle, pop clip.
Yeah, snap. You get the old snap, crackle, pop clip, the zippity doodah. These are hard clips. These are hard clips.
Let's do it quick. Let's do it real fast grooming.
Fast, easy.
Here's the thing. Grooming and fast should never be used in the same sentence.
No.
Right?
No.
That's like saying, yo, man, can you do a quick, surgery on me? Just do it quick. Cut me open real quick, pop it out and sew it up. Do a quick surgery.
How much?
What are we talking?
If I bring the parts, how much? It's not the way it works.
Right. If I bring the organs, how much? Do I get a discount?
Right. I can get I can get the kidney. Okay, I can get
Trust me, I know where to go.
I got it.
Another thing, book in advance. You don't want to overbook either. You don't want to take too many dogs. There's that fine line where now, your work is catching up to you. You have too many dogs and you're working too quickly. You want to stay away from that. But
hard to avoid.
It's a big catch-22. A lot of groomers will hire or ask somebody to come in and help with some bathing and drying. So these are things that, as the customer, maybe just through our radio show, we want to help teach you guys how to better make for a good relationship between you and your groomer. And again, booking in advance is a great thing to do, and just maybe give them extra time too. Don't expect the dog to be there for an hour or two. Leave the dog with your groomer so that they have time to groom the dog. And
we run into that a lot during the holidays. We run into that all year around, actually, but so much more during the holidays.
Yeah.
I understand. I do. It's not easy. I've always been a groomer, as we've said in other episodes, our old stories there. So I don't know exactly what it's like dropping your dog off to somebody who is going to be putting clippers on them and bathing them and being with them all day, and then you just go about your day.
Big trust issue, right?
Yeah, it's a big trust issue. It goes into the loyalty thing that you mentioned earlier. It's difficult. I know it is, especially when you got so much other stuff on your mind with the holidays themselves. I understand why everybody's going crazy around the holidays, and then it's like now you gotta maybe I'm gonna pick up my dog at 3, but can I get him at 12 instead because you're on the way to this other store that I gotta go to. So it's difficult, and I mean we do try to to accommodate as best we could, especially if you have like a short-coated dog, what we call bath dogs, like pugs, where it's more giving them a bath, nail clip, you're cleaning the ears, as opposed to an actual haircut that takes much longer. We could try to accommodate that, but it's when somebody walks in with a Havanese that needs to be brushed and clipped and bathed and conditioned and all those things, and then the haircut. And it's not even like the customers are being mean or anything. Sometimes they're very nice about it, and it's like, can I pick them up at 11:30 or something like that? And it's like, oh man, no, there's no way we can do that.
These messages. Stay tuned.
Right. And I think it's just lack of information. A lot of people anyway, not everyone, but a lot of people don't understand what actually goes in. You kind of want to stay away from working on a dog straight through. That's why crate training is important. We'll get into crate training in other episodes, but crate training in particular is very important for dog grooming, because this way, when you drop your dog off to the groomer, they're comfortable being in a crate and hanging around a little bit, so that you're not being rushed to get that dog out because it's having such a hard time in the crate. So again, it's just a lot of little things that we can try to reach out and teach people. But that's a great point, Anthony, definitely, where we have to just be more prepared and understand certain breeds, like you just said. Here you are, you're working on a Havanese that will take you 2.5 hours, and you can have 2 Havanese in a day. You can have 2 Havanese and a standard poodle, along with a Shih Tzu and a Cocker Spaniel. So you're not working on one dog. You're working on 8, 9 dogs, 10 dogs, depending on your grooming shop, where you are and how many people you have working for you. So giving ample time to your groomer is very, very important, especially around the holidays, so that you're not a table hopper. Don't be a bit, right?
Oh,
right. Yeah. So, okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about some other things. We're going to talk about how to make it fun for our pets too. So after this brief message, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about the holiday season.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
You think that you're rescuing them, but honestly, they're going to end up rescuing you. You don't know what they've gone through, and they're not going to be perfect. And they are so happy that you are taking a chance on them to be a part of your family. I urge you to go down to your local shelters, pounds, dog rescues, foundations, you name it, and rescue a dog. Once you get your rescue dog, you should definitely order some Dinovite. Go online and order it. DINOVITE.com. Dinovite. It's awesome stuff. 90 days of Dinovite will make your dog a happy dog. It will help them with their overall health. You don't need to spend thousands on vet bills. Dinovite is the best thing that's ever happened to my dogs, besides me, of course. Call 859-428-1000.
859-428-1000.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We were just talking about the importance of grooming your pets around the holiday season, specifically Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's. These are very, very, very busy times for all of us, and we also want to talk about how to make it fun for our pets. How do we make it fun for our pets? I mean, we're including our pets in everything nowadays. Why not the holidays, right, guys? They're so important to us. They're such a special thing in our lives, so we definitely want to make it fun and safe for our pets, especially our dogs and cats out there. So what do you say, Anthony? I mean, what are some of the fun things we might be able to do this year for our pets?
Right off the bat, I mean, get them some gifts. I would say,
absolutely.
Who doesn't like getting gifts?
Right.
And like I mentioned before, these dogs are smart. So you're handing each other gifts on Christmas Day, and little Sparky's over there going, all right, well, awesome guys, but what about me? Look at all this paper, look at all this rabbit paper. You know what I mean? Right. It's like, so yeah, do some stocking stuffers, and they sell them now too. Like you just said, some pets have better lives than people these days. They got wardrobes and beds and all that.
Take them out. If you have pet-friendly places like PetSmart and Petco and stuff, get the dogs in there. Go shopping around with them, and they are smart. They're incredibly smart. Get the stocking stuffers. Get even like you made a good point when you're unwrapping gifts. The dogs. I've seen lots of dogs just romp around in the wrapping paper, and they love to jump around and make sure they're not eating it or anything like that. But I love to see dogs romping around in wrapping paper, and you'll see tons of YouTube clips on it. Dogs going nuts around the holidays.
It's just like the dogs jumping in the leaves. It's all the same. It's all the same thing. It's the same thing.
Right. Very entertaining.
We should make, it'd be funny if we had a edible wrapping paper for dogs so they could open their own gifts.
Hey, don't say anything else. We'll talk about that later. Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. You know what? Never mind. That's a dumb idea. That would
That's
never
a dumb
work.
idea. Let's not talk about that.
Let me tell you something. I am an idiot. That was a stupid idea.
Or we can come up with edible hats, too, and maybe we can eat the hat right off of your head right now.
Ooh, yes, actually, edible wool hats.
Wool hats.
Yeah, I get fat. I got so many of them.
Oh yeah, but that's we have to include them. You got company coming over. The dogs know it. Like you said, they're so smart. They're seeing everybody. They want to be involved. Get them as involved as you possibly can, and buy them treats. And keep them, show them off too. You got people coming over. If you taught your dog a new trick or something, show them off, show them the trick, try to get their attention and have them perform in front of your company, because the dogs they love to perform,
Got to get them a Christmas sweater, because those are, I don't know if this was always going on, but lately, last couple of years, the ugly Christmas sweater parties are really catching on. Everybody's throwing them now. So if you have a dog, let them participate. Get them a little ugly Christmas sweater.
Have Santa hat. Get them a Santa hat. Get them the reindeer antlers. But definitely include them and have a great time with them and tell them how good they are too. Always include them in the festivities.
Speaking of having a lot of parties and people over, I wanted to stress some safety too.
Absolutely.
Because the more people you have at your house, whether you have a dog or a cat or a bird or a squirrel, you got to be careful. There's things to look out for.
Absolutely, yeah, a lot of things. One of the things you definitely want to look out for is open doors. People coming in and out of the house, people will leave a door open or hold a door open too long. You might want to just kind of rope the dog off or keep them in a separate room and wait until people come into the house and everybody gets there so that you don't have to worry about Muffin escaping and running out. So last thing you want to do is be, running around the neighborhood looking for your poor Maltese that got out. You know what I'm saying? At a Christmas party.
Right. And even if your dog doesn't run away, God forbid, now they're just out there in the cold. You don't know. It's nothing good about not knowing your dog is outside.
No way. Yeah. So definitely be careful. Make sure that they are behind closed doors and they're not getting out. You got to make sure with a lot of people in the house too. Dogs can be underfoot. They can get stepped on a lot. You got people. You got Uncle Joey coming over. The guy had a 6-pack before he even got to the house.
Oh yeah, everybody's got an Uncle Joey.
Everybody's got an Uncle Joey. He's picking the dog. Hey, wow, look at this! I got a dog. I can't believe it.
Nothing.
Hey, look at the way he could fly. Look at the way I throw him in the air. Whoa, he didn't land too good. What happened?
Oh, Uncle Joey.
Oh, poor Uncle Joey. You got to watch out for anybody that might be drinking too much. Definitely keep the dogs safe.
I can't stress enough, too. I just did a video on this on our YouTube channel. The foods are and I do some research. Go check out the video. Our YouTube channel is called Grooming by Rudy. I just did a top 5 foods not to feed your pets during Thanksgiving or any other time for that matter.
Great video.
Thanks. Yeah, it's what the one that really freaked me out on that list when I was researching it was the macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
I read that it only takes about 6 of them to really hurt your pet. So, and I didn't even have, the video would have been too long. There are so many other, I only named 5, and there are tons that can hurt. And it's stuff that you wouldn't even really know, like potato chips. Like, they're just loaded with salt, like stuff that's at parties that's in easy reach for your pets, whatever, or that you wouldn't even think, oh, he's hungry, here, have a chip, buddy, whatever. You don't even know. Or your house is full of 20 people and they don't know that you just gave them 4 chips and then they give them a couple chips. And then the next thing you know, your dog is drinking himself into some serious pain because he's got so much salt in him. And you're taking him to the vet. So something as simple as, he wants a pretzel, give him a pretzel, can turn into such a problem. So that's terrible. You're having a great time.
Right. Your dog gets sick.
And then your dog gets sick. So it's like, it gets overlooked a lot, but it isn't just chocolate that hurts. These animals,
a lot of things,
and I was getting real scared, like when I was researching that list, because I was like, man, I had no idea that like avocado can hurt your dog,
yes, definitely. It's important. So check that out on Grooming by Rudy, our YouTube channel. Definitely check that out, and other things too. Just be cautious. Be cautious of any droppings too. You don't want to drop like a turkey leg on the ground, and keep your garbage nice and secure. Dogs will sneak into a garbage can if you're putting turkey legs or any other droppings into the garbage can. That might hurt them. You don't want them choking on a chicken bone or a turkey bone or anything like that. So
you got to sort of make a couple trips outside throughout the party. Like garbage is getting full, just take it on out because it's a matter of time.
And, this is granted you have a social dog. Not all dogs are social. If you have a dog that's kind of a little bit antisocial, you might want to have what we like to call like a safe room. If you're having a big party, having people over, have a room that you could just put the dog in and keep it safe and check on it often throughout the night and keep it away from people. Maybe if your dog's a little nippy, it bites or gets too excitable, you might want to keep that dog away from everybody as opposed to having it possibly biting a little kid or something like that. It's another thing you want to try to avoid. Cats in general too, they're not as social as dogs. Some are, some aren't. I don't want to upset our cat people out there. There's a lot of cats that are very, very social and great in that setting. But again, if they're not that social or they tend to scare easily, again, put them in a safe room, set them up with their litter box, set them up with some food and water, check on them often. This way they just, they feel a lot safer and secure.
I've seen the most social of cats still sort of get a little overwhelmed from a loud party, and maybe not even that like they're uncomfortable with it, but cats know they don't really technically need you. So like, you know what I mean?
Not
So like the cat will look at a party and honestly probably look around and judge people and just go,
Yeah, well,
oh
that's
my God, look, there's Uncle Joey again throwing the dog. You know what I mean? I'm going upstairs. So do your cat the favor and give them a little bit of a safe room because you know
the cat is watching Uncle Joey throw muffin in the air. He's going
exactly. Yep. Yeah. You just screw this noise. I'm going upstairs. Yep. You got the game on up there. I'm gonna watch it up there.
Where's the safe room?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe give them a little, do it a couple days prior to your party because I just so they know it's in there because you don't, cats are
get them used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, just get them used to it and then move it back. I mean, not like I've never seen a cat socialize with a party of over 10 people, but most of the time I see cats not really want to deal with it. Even when they're super friendly, they'll pop down, say hi to everybody, and then they'll go upstairs because they know they can.
Right, they're under the bed or they're hiding behind the curtain or behind the bureau somewhere. But, it's just the nature of cats. And again, we're talking about keeping them safe and still having a good time. You want to have a good time. You're throwing a party, right? So definitely want to be aware of these things. And you know what? Break out with your, we didn't mention cat grooming all too often. Break out with your slicker brush, and groom your cat too. Break out with your slicker brush. Give your cat a good brush out before you have company and all that too. Grooming is just as important for cats as it is dogs. We were mentioning dogs earlier, but definitely your cats too. Give them a quick brush out, maybe a spray or something like that. Make them smell good. Yeah. Make them feel good too.
Especially those long-haired cats. You got the Himalayas and all them.
Persians, all that.
Yeah.
Give them a grooming or
I love Persians. Persians are such beautiful cats.
Too. I love cats.
Cats are so cool.
They
really are. I wish I was one.
You look like one. Yeah. You look like you're growing whiskers.
No, that's just dry snot coming out of my nose because I'm sick right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like whiskers or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they look. Also, at least it looks cute.
Your tongue looks rough and dry like a cat. Oh no, you're just recovering from the weekend.
Well, it was a long weekend.
We both look bad right now.
Yeah. I'm so happy this is like you guys can't see us right now. Because
Me too.
I hope we sound better than we look.
I'm a little zoinked.
Yeah, right. But I look like I don't know who I am anymore.
It's the holiday season, man.
This is what the holidays does to you. There's just no, you know what's kind of funny? All these holiday movies, all these holiday jingles that have a holly jolly Christmas, and then you go to like Walgreens and you get trampled over a piece of Tic Tacs. Right. You know what I mean? Like just like everybody starts acting really mean usually.
Yeah, it's not jolly.
It's really There's nothing holly jolly. It's holy helly. Everybody's really upset right now.
Exactly. A little kid kicked me in the shin the other day at Walmart.
You know what I was watching recently? Did you see? You ever seen the footage of like the people breaking into Best Buy on Black Friday?
That's terrible.
My God, I was scared for those workers. I'm not even there.
Yeah, that's
incredible.
Yeah, that's why we got to stay safe. Throw your party. Get your stuff prior to. This way you could just throw your party.
I'm gonna start shopping in August.
Me too. No, online shopping's getting huge right now, so we got that too.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Let's get back to our beautiful pets here. But another suggestion I want to make to everyone is, in the midst of all this party planning and having people over and everything, you want to make sure that you walk your dog prior to your party, even during and even after the party. But make sure that you give your dog a good walk prior to everybody coming over, because, the last thing you want to do is you got everybody partying, they're all in your house, you're busy with the food, you're busy with the stuffing in the oven, and you forgot to walk Muffin. And the next thing you know, Muffin is dropping a deuce in the middle of the living room.
Muffin left the muffin.
Muffin left the muffin in front of everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm sure Uncle Joey will probably find it funny and film it.
Right, Uncle Joey's breaking out with the iPhone. He's filming it. He's posting it.
He's deucing it.
Look at him. He's taking a dump in the living room. Yeah. So definitely you wanna walk your dog before, during, and after. I could just picture it. Who knows? It might add to the party. Listen, either way, it's up to you. If you want to walk your dog, walk your dog. If you don't, that's okay too. You might have some good stories at the end of the party.
Yeah. Muffin's going to go either way.
Muffin's going.
It depends on your family's sense of humor if you want Muffin deucing on the floor in the middle of Rudolph.
Right. Dogs don't require privacy. So, just another little suggestion there. I think that might be all for this episode here. And what do you think? You think we're running out of time, or?
Yeah, I would say that about wraps it up. Just pretty much in general, just, have a safe holiday.
Yeah,
And because if you're safe, you're going to have fun.
Call your groomer now. There's still time,
Yeah.
Like I said, booking early, call right now, call your groomer. Definitely, give them a heads up. Like we said earlier, give your groomers a heads up, give them plenty of time. And this way you can make for a better time with your dog and your pets, and they look and feel great.
Most likely your groomer is waiting on your call, actually. If your groomer hasn't heard from you yet, they're probably hoping you call soon. So that they can get you in, because spots are going to get filled by, the people who want, zippity doo dah, clip clap, snip, snip, snippity snap, snap, so
low price.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're loyal to your groomer and your groomer is loyal to you, definitely, if you could do anything for them, it's make your appointments ASAP.
And here's another thing too, another suggestion: tip your groomer around the holidays.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so fortunate. Our clientele is so good to us. I mean,
we have the nicest customers.
We have the best customers in the world. They tip us throughout the year. They tip us around the holidays. So, I mean, if you don't tip your groomer around during the course of the year, definitely give them a couple extra bucks if you have it, and let them know how important they are to you. So definitely do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that about wraps it up. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. We want to hear from you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook, follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram. It's been an absolute pleasure. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets. Have a great holiday, guys.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.